Good morning everybody and welcome to the channel Will on Safety. In today's sort of discussion we're going to just cover a brief guide to the hierarchy of controls. So what do I mean by the hierarchy of controls? Effectively there are 5 different types of controls you can put into place to sort of increase safety at work, and we're going to cover those 5 different control types in the order we should try and implement them. So the first one we'll cover is going to be the most effective. So the 5 levels then are split into sort of 5 steps, if you like, and the idea behind the step-by-step approach to reducing hazards and controlling risk is that those measures at the top are more effective and protective, but generally they're the hardest to implement, okay, than those at the bottom. The controls are ranked from the most protective to the least protective and also the least effective. So number 1 then in the hierarchy of controls is elimination. Elimination is the removal of the hazard completely, as the highest level of protection and is the most effective control measure. Goes without saying, if we eliminate that hazard, it's no longer a hazard. So the source of the hazard can be taken out of the environment or workplace entirely. So that, an example of that would be remove chemicals that could cause severe irritation to skin, for example. Number 2 then, we have substitution. So substitution is the replacement of hazards with safer alternatives. So if eliminating the source of the hazards isn't possible, the next level of defence is to substitute or replace it with a less hazardous source, thus minimising the level of injuries or adverse effects to a person's health. So an example of this would be to replace, say, a lead-based paint with a water-based paint. That'd be an example of good substitution. Number 3 then, so this is middle of the road when it comes to the hierarchy of controls, is engineering controls. And engineering controls involve replacing equipment and processes or changing the work environment to separate and isolate workers from the exposure or the hazard. So given a source of hazard can't be removed from the environment or can't be replaced with a safer option, management and employers may implement the next level in the funnel, reducing risks through engineering changes or changes in the process or building. So an example will be to use remote controls to operate machines, rather than getting involved in hands-on, for example. Next then, number 4, we've got administrative controls. So administrative controls refer to any training, practice, policy, procedure or design changes that reduces an individual's exposure to a hazard. It's a low level of protection and is also less reliable. The reason for that is you're relying on people to adhere to those administrative controls. An example would be to develop guidelines on how to use the machines and tools safely, be that a procedure, be that a work instruction. Those type of things fall under the administrative controls category. And number 5 is PPE, so personal protective equipment. PPE refers to anything workers use or wear to reduce risk to their health and safety. It's the last line in defence in the hierarchy and offers the lowest level of protection. It's also the least reliable, again, because you're having to rely on, people doing the right thing. And people aren't infallible. Sometimes they forget. Sometimes they just don't do it because they don't want to. So workers should wear PPE such as earplugs, goggles, face masks, respirators, gloves, aprons, safety harnesses, bodysuits and other type PPE to best protect themselves. So examples would be provide respirators to protect workers from inhaling toxic gases, fumes and pollutants, or offering safety spectacles to avoid things, foreign objects, etc., getting into the eye. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, I have many more. I'll add a link. There should be a link on the end of this video to my Toolbox Tuesdays selection. It's a whole host of different Toolbox talks that are all free. There's loads on there. I keep adding to them. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, because that's going to let you know when I'm posting new content. And remember, subscribe even, and share with all your friends, colleagues, etc., that you think may well find Will on Safety useful in their businesses. But until next time, folks, remember, stay safe by choice and not by chance. Hope you have a great day. Bye for now.